Hold on. This shit says NBA today, Stephen. Honestly, all I saw was Jimmy Butler and Suns, and then I put in my watch later. NBA today, Stephen A. begs Heat trade Jimmy Butler to Suns to reunite. Reunite is crazy because we never had Jimmy with Kevin Durant and Booker. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
If you are the Miami Heat, you can be a bit salty for how Jimmy Butler has chosen to handle this, and we would all understand that. But respectfully, how wrong is he? We hadn't heard anything from Jimmy Butler up to this point. And when we look at Pat Riley, a person that I've known for years, that I revere and I have a lot of love and respect for, I even have him in my book, Straight Shooter, in terms of the contribution he's made to my life and my career, there is no getting around the fact that Pat Riley, the great Pat Riley, The Winner Within, that was the name of the book that he authored, The Winner Within, who's been a champion on every level, as a player, as a coach, as a president of basketball operations. This man knows how to win, and he knows how to build a culture, and he knows how to have structure and order to an organization. He is a leader, and there's no question about that. But when it comes to Jimmy Butler, or the Jimmy Butler era in Miami, one could easily ask, what have you done for him lately?
That's a fact.
Bam Adebayo can play. But this is not Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic or somebody of that caliber that we're talking about. Okay? Let's just get that out the way right now. That's not what's going on here. And when you look at Jimmy Butler, a player option for next season at $52.4 million, who's being paid over $49 million now, just look at some of the stats. Look at this.
This season. 30.8 minutes. Field goal percentage career high, but he has the fewest since then.
Here. Think about it. Minutes per game. 30.8. Fewest since 2012, 2013.
They don't really do shit for him.
Now, you would look at those numbers and say, well, Jimmy Butler, that's on you.
Nah, what the fuck? Well, I feel like the speed went up.
Right? Hold on. Brother shooting 55% from the field.
Exactly.
58% on 2-pointers. Which means that when you give him the ball, for him to shoot the basketball, it goes in more times than it doesn't. Why isn't he getting it more? Why am I looking at a usage rate of 20.3% for the Miami Heat, which is the lowest on the team? Some dude named Haywood Highsmith has a higher usage rate than Jimmy Butler. How?
Whoa, what?
Has a higher usage, which is the lowest on the team. Some dude named Haywood Highsmith has a higher usage rate than Jimmy Butler.
Who the fuck is that? How? And that's the fucking point.
Makes no sense. Tyler.
Who's that? That's the fucking point. Who is that? Yo, get Jimmy out Miami. Bring him to the Suns, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Bring him to the Suns, bro.
Difficult shots at times, so his shot selections leaves a lot.
Be getting a chip with him. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Ball, but he's not that kind of a stud offensively. Jimmy Butler's the one that got you to 2 NBA finals in a 4 to 5 year period. And what has he been clamoring for over the last 3 summers or so? Help. Now, you're the Miami Heat. You had an opportunity to get Kevin Durant. Didn't work out. You had an opportunity to get Damian Lillard. Didn't work out. Not only did you not get Damian Lillard, not only did you not get Kevin Durant, but it's in the aftermath of losing LeBron James because LeBron James felt that it was too tight of a ship that Pat Riley was running. I don't know how true that is because we all know that LeBron James had aspirations to go back to Cleveland and make amends for departing from them before delivering a championship to the city who was enduring a 52-year curse before he ended it in 2016. But still in all, it leaves the question. What help has Jimmy Butler gotten? The answer is minimal. And because of that is why he's probably said enough. And why he spoke out is because after acknowledging that he wanted out, Pat Riley came out last week and said, we ain't trading him.
That's a
fact. So he's making it clear, I don't want to be here. And if he doesn't want to be there, why keep him there?
That's a fact.
To me, it's very, very simple, ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't gonna lie. The reason for Jimmy Butler even speaking out is because Pat Riley decided to be like, oh yeah, this is not. Oh yeah, Jimmy doesn't want to be traded, and we're not trading him. But now, I'm saying so that Jimmy's gonna be like, oh word, y'all wanna be like that? I bet. Now I bet. Now I'm about to make it known that I want to get the fuck out of here. They kept it later be known.
I don't think there's anything to think about here. When I think about Jimmy Butler, his 4 options that he would prefer: Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets. Number 1. Number 2, he's probably worried that Pat Riley gonna send him someplace that he don't want to go to. Probably worried.
What?
Number 1. Number 2, he's probably worried that Pat Riley gonna send him someplace that he don't want to go to a moribund franchise mired in basketball purgatory that has a shot in hell of winning anything.
True.
Because when you speak out, Pat Riley's not gonna do you any favors now. But if I'm Jimmy Butler, or shall I say, if I'm one of those teams interested in Jimmy Butler, listen, there's a case that could be made. Jimmy Butler with Luka and Kyrie, yeah, I don't know if you need that, but it's not a losing proposition.
I don't see that team working now, only because that is 3 people who needs the ball, or there's 3 people who are on ball players. I'm saying, like, Jimmy needs the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give him the ball, he gonna cook up his shit. All right, boom, 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 boom. I don't think that's gonna work out, especially because they just got Clay. So then they're gonna it'll be too much on their hands. In my opinion, that's in my opinion. Not
Jimmy
being
Butler
biased,
with the Houston Rockets, a young
not
team.
being biased though.
Yeah, he could help their veteran leadership with the Houston Rockets, a young team. Yeah, he could help their.
I don't think he will work with the Houston Rockets only because what they want, they're trying to build young players right now. I mean, they're trying to build young players. I'm saying for long term. Jimmy, they're gonna put OD money on him. That's in my opinion.
But they already got Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet.
Exactly.
But Jimmy Butler doesn't hurt. Let's call it what it is. The Golden State Warriors, Steph Curry, you need another Klay Thompson. You don't need a Jimmy Butler, in my estimation.
That's a
Jimmy
fact.
Butler with Draymond Green in the same locker room. That's some fire for you, bro. It could go either way.
That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. Jimmy Butler and fucking Draymond Green in the same locker room. Yo, who knows what the fuck happened?
But I think it would be a positive more so than a negative, personally, because I think they're both winners.
That's true.
The ideal landing spot for Jimmy Butler is the Phoenix Suns.
And fucking
I to be disrespectful. I'm just
bring him over.
No, based on reporting on their league for all of these years. The Phoenix Suns are an ultra-talented team with a lot of offensive firepower.
Yo.
Nevertheless, they are considered a team as soft as cottonelle tissue.
Chill.
Nobody is concerned about their toughness, and toughness is what gets it done for you in the playoffs.
Chill.
If you are the Phoenix Suns, you should get on your knees if you have to and beg Bradley Beal to waive that no-trade clause and take his ass to Miami.
Take him from fucking Miami. I've been saying it.
Beautiful.
Take him to Miami.
Other things that we won't mention here. And
bring Butler to Phoenix.
To go on to South Beach. No state income taxes. Warm weather. Got hurricanes in the summertime and stuff like that, but damn it, you ain't gonna be there. You're gonna be in one island or another. You understand? Wonderful wife, wonderful family. Bradley Beal's good people. Go to Miami, dog. Go to Miami.
Yes.
Let Jimmy Butler go out to Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler in that locker room with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker as his teammate, with Mike Budenholzer as a coach.
Yeah.
With skilled but soft-ass Nurkic as your big man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That culture would change quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yep. That's where I'm at. With Jimmy Butler.
Bring him over.
Jimmy Butler should be a Phoenix
Sun. He's to be a Phoenix Sun. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro.
The rest
Bring him
of
over.
Phoenix's hierarchy, do what you can to get your hands on Jimmy Butler.
Yup.
And then you won't be in the middle of things in the Western Conference. You'll be at the top of the heap. You feel what I'm saying?
Pacers, they defeated the Heat last night, and late in this game...
And I don't give a fuck what seed we gonna be at, nigga. We AFC, guess what, nigga? You're fucked! You're fucked! You know what I'm saying? what I'm saying? You faces in the player, you're fucked. Why? Cause we gonna kick your ass. Go all the way to the finals. See the Celtics, the Bucks, whoever the fuck, and kick your ass.
This image right here, it said it all. Jimmy Butler, who has expressed his unhappiness in Miami, he's sitting on the bench, and the rest of his teammates all standing. Jimmy Butler, he isn't happy in Miami, but don't take our word for it. Here is the
He's not happy in Miami. He let it be known.
I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball.
Indeed.
And wherever that may be, we'll find out here pretty soon. But I want to get my joy back. I'm happy here, you know, off the court. But I want to be back to somewhat dominant. I want to hoop. And I want to help this team win. Right now, I'm not doing that.
Can you get your joy back here on the court?
Probably not.
You gotta be known.
Now joining us is our senior NBA insider, Shams.
Keeping it 100.
Shams, given Jimmy's latest comments that we just heard, where do the Heat stand on making a trade with Jimmy Butler?
Yeah, this is a high-stakes stare-down showdown between two alphas in that Heat organization, Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler, and it's become untenable. Pat Riley said in a statement last week that it's become a distraction for the team and the players, coaches and players. Well, the distraction not only has been reported on for the last few weeks, but now it is playing out in real time, and it's at a point really of no return in those corridors in Miami, and it's taken place over the last several months between the comments Pat Riley made at the end of the season.
You put him on any other team that he wants to
play at. I'm saying he feels happy and he's gonna Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero as that rising core of this organization. And in conversations so far around the league, the Heat have not shown an urgency on a Jimmy Butler trade as of yet. These things are fluid; they can change. There's no immediate trade, but this is something the Heat are going to have to deal with. And where this really reached a breaking point in the last couple days was after Wednesday night's game against the Pelicans, which was a Heat win. The Heat implicated the people around Jimmy Butler that they felt he was not playing hard enough in that game going into Thursday's game. And that was, in a lot of ways, the straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay, so where could we see this go next? Because the player participation policy, right, it makes it so that players will be fined if they're not actually out there and available for their team. So is Miami going to decide to take that? Should we continue to see Jimmy available? What's the plan there?
The Heat are going to have to use the next day, 2 days to really figure out exactly where this goes. They have a couple options they can do. I mean, eventually this is a conversation that they need to have with Jimmy Butler's representation on how these sides are going to move forward. They have a game tomorrow at home, and then they go out on a long road trip. I'm paying attention very closely. Everyone around the league is paying attention very closely to how the Heat are handling the situation before they start to play in games again, because they know it. In that locker room, they know it in that organization. The last couple games has not been tenable for this team.
Shams, thank you so very much. Please do not go too far. As you just mentioned, the situation, it's taken so many twists and turns. It was just a week ago that Pat Riley issued a statement saying that usually I don't comment on this sort of scuttlebutt and rumors is what he called it. But he said, we are not trading Jimmy Butler. And now you have Jimmy making these comments. Shanae, you've actually been in these locker rooms. What's the effect of a teammate maybe that you've had saying, hey, I want out here?
Yeah, it's not fun for the entire locker room, but what we have noticed, especially when it comes to this Miami Heat and the NBA overall, is the NBA is in the middle of a youth movement, and Miami got the memo. We all have seen the product on the floor. Tyler Hero, this is a career year for him, averaging 24 and 5, shooting 41% from three, career highs for him. Bam Adebayo leads the team in double-doubles. And
damn.
I want to buy your house.
Nah, Bam is a fucking beast, though. That's why I think he's a fucking monster.
Rebounds and steals and blocks. They have the two cornerstones that they want to invest in. The question was, could Jimmy still be that guy, and would he be the guy that galvanizes those guys over the edge? And right now, we've seen the answer right now is no. And so I think they found the future, and now they're trying to protect it at all costs.
Well, the way that you do not protect that future is you have a locker room that's in shambles, right? And you have a veteran who is, disgruntled. And that's the issue that we have right now with this Miami Heat team is that this thing is just like they won against the Pelicans. Last night, they did not look good. And it was clear that the Jimmy Butler situation is having an effect on everybody. Minus 27 last night. Jimmy Butler. That's not Jimmy Butler that we're seeing out there. And like, you know, the thing is, he's following the playbook, right? He's following the playbook that we see with a lot of stars. You're unhappy with your organization. You make enough noise, they find a trade for you. This is not like every other organization. This is the Miami Heat. This is Pat Riley. And this is these are going to butt heads.
I feel like he's been on the Heat for too long.
Either side really thinks it will.
To answer your question, it's very dangerous because no matter how good your player is or how good your locker room is, everyone will be looking in the corner and being like, we need the full buy-in, because this is a team that a couple years ago we talked about NBA Finals runs. This is what their standard has been. They've moved away from that, but I think they also want to protect that type of upward trajectory.
That's what's a little bit confusing maybe for me. This is a team that's 17-15. That's the same record as the Milwaukee Bucks. This feels primed in a weak Eastern Conference year to have that sort of Miami run that we've all come to know, that we saw in 2020, that we saw in 2023. This is a team that went to 2 out of 4 NBA Finals. We haven't used the term Heat culture in quite some time here.
Well, that's the problem, right? This does not happen to this organization. This does not happen to Pat Riley. This is a new era for them to have to figure this thing out. What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who is on 2 ends of a spectrum, depending on who you can get. We can get that playoff Jimmy that can get you to the finals against all odds, or we can get that Minnesota Jimmy who can, you know, really force his way out in a way that we have not seen a lot of the people.
Right, but that Minnesota Jimmy, that was 8 years ago. So now wondering sort of what player, that's what's going to be interesting to see. What team wants to push their chips in, and does Miami want to make a deal? He's made it clear that he thinks his basketball happiness no longer lies in playing for the Miami Heat. Here's what he had to say last night.
You just watched
I have no clue. I'm not the coach. We try to get him involved, I thought. Obviously, he's frustrated. He feels like he's, you know, standing in the corner. He's got a lot of things going on in this corner. For us, keep the main thing, like our coach always tells us. You know, we play to win, and that's what it's all about. It's like, we try to get him involved, I thought. Obviously, he's frustrated. He feels like he's, you know, standing in the corner. He's got a lot of things going on in this corner. Tells us, you know, we play to win, and that's what it's all about.
So that's Jimmy Butler's teammates on all that they're inside here.
I would send Jimmy Butler home. I would send him home and have a conversation with him and his agent, Bernie Lee, and say, let's revisit this if there's not a trade by February 6th. And let's look at this in the offseason here. I think the Jimmy Butler situation in Miami is a distraction. We've certainly seen that Wednesday and Thursday night when we scored 18 points total here. I know the player participation policy.
He didn't even try to shoot that.
18 points total here. I know the player participation
policy.
Clause in their situation. I think the
he shot that 1 foot. Nah, that's how you know you're not trying.
Even while that player's there, and you see a waste, especially.
This is Pat Riley. He's got to eat some of this too. There's a lot of ego that was a part of this.
See, because he said we're not trading Jimmy Butler. See, then it's like if you say you're not gonna trade someone.